This is your spiritual connection, ourplanetlife.org, broadcasting from Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas.
Never done this before, so this is the first.
Welcome to DFW Business Hour. It's an outreach program of Webb's Chapel Church of Christ. I am Art Garcia, your host, and we do thank you for joining us today. And today we have Josey Vasquez, account executive for DART. Josey, welcome to DFW Business Hour.
Thank you for having me. It's a joy to be here.
We're going to talk today about the schedules, the green line, red line, and the blue line. We're going to talk what those colors mean on DART.
Thank you. Well, this is right now, DART has 4 light rail. Light rail means that they're not heavy trains. So you've got the red line that comes on the north side from Parker up in Plano all the way down to Oak Cliff and to Westmoreland. Then you have the blue line, which is goes also south at Ledbetter Station, and then it goes northeast to Garland, downtown Garland. But by the end of this year, we'll be in downtown Rowlett on that blue line.
Oh, so it'll be on the blue line.
On the blue line will be that expansion. And then we have the green line, which we did a trip on this last week from North Carrollton, Frankfort, all the way to Buckner and Pleasant Grove.
Yeah.
We did that trip last week. But now then the orange line. The orange line is the new line that's expanding it's coming from Parker in Plano and all the way to Irving. And so right now we just opened on July 30th the first phase that went to the Irving Convention Center.
And the next phase will go all the way to the airport?
Well, the next one will be the December 3rd will be at Beltline on that orange line. And there'll be shuttles going from that station to the airport. By 2014, we'll be in Terminal A at the airport. The train will go there.
So on this orange line going to the airport in the future, you can bring your suitcases?
Oh yes, you
board?
can, forget about driving. Just get on the train, take your suitcases, get to the airport Terminal A, and there will be trams that they have now that'll take you to the other terminals to catch a plane.
That's going to be an excellent ride because save on parking. It's expensive to park at the airport.
Oh yes, and then gas, and then tolls that you're having to pay
stress.
As well. Stress, yes, definitely stress.
Well, let's talk about our little trip that we started at the Farmers Branch Rail Station, and we went all the way to Buckner. I was intimidated to ride the rail because I didn't know how. It's very simple. The schedule is on the poles there at the station.
Yeah, they're easy to read. Right, let's see. We have the first slide is on. Okay, there's Art. First time coming into a DART station. This is the park and ride at Farmers Branch. So he's getting ready to get on that train. Mm-hmm. Okay, but first he has to find out how to get on the train and how to read what time it's coming. So we go to the next slide. This one is the beautiful Farmers Branch station. I mean, look how nice it is.
It's nice.
It's really nice. This was at like 9 o'clock in the morning last Wednesday. And go to the next one. Okay, there's the other side of the track at Farmers Branch. And then the next one. Okay, here we are at the pole trying to find out what time the next train is coming. Right behind us is the schedule for the rail.
There's also a pocket guide that you can get, and it has all the what's on that pole. You have it on this little booklet, and I recommend that you get it and have it with you. If you're a lady, put it in your purse. If you're a guy, I guess put it on your business
pocket or wherever you can go. Yeah. But yes, these come in real handy. These schedules are the same that's on each of the stations. For that, you pull up the station that's in the pocket guide, and it has the matching guide there at the platform. So you can tell when your train is coming.
I noticed some of the stops, like at American Airlines Center. I've always wanted to go to an event there, but I don't want to go reason being because the traffic, parking, but it's just right there. It lets you off right there in front.
Oh, yes, it's just the walking distance.
And,
So we go to the, I guess, the next slide over. We'll show you how we did
The next slide.
this is where I'm showing Art how to read this schedule.
Yeah.
Because he's like, okay, when is the train coming? And I'm going like, okay, here's the hours, these are the minutes, and I think we had to wait like 18 minutes. I think it was 9:18 when the next
Yeah.
train came. Okay, and then the next slide. Okay. Again, showing him, I had to show him a couple of times how to do this.
Yeah, I would ask over and over.
But, once you get the hang of it, it's really simple. And then the next one is Henry and I are at the next one waiting for the train. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
And as you'll see the next slide, here it comes.
There
Okay,
it is.
here is the train. As you notice, it'll have Buckner on there. That means that it's the last destination, last stop on the green line is Buckner. So we're heading towards Buckner. So we get on the train. The next slide is okay. Now you can see how anxious Art is to get on this train.
I'm
He's
excited.
excited to get on this train. We're like, okay. Again, the next slide, we've got Henry riding, and he is just sitting back,
Kicking back.
comfortable. As you notice right behind him on the window, if you can see that, that's American Airlines Center. So we were right there at the stop, easy to get off this and
yeah.
just go to the concerts, to the Maverick games, go out to eat. All that is the American Airlines Center. Okay, and the next slide, Henry kicking back. I mean, he's enjoying the ride, very smooth ride.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Also, the same thing with Art was like, I can't believe this is so smooth. But it was a nice ride. We just enjoyed the trip. Then also inside the train, we've got one of the things that we were talking about that you can do when you're riding is that you can take your bike
Yes.
onto the
Yes.
train. Because they have a level boarding platform at the platforms where you can just roll in your bike, or if you're wheelchair bound, you can roll in your wheelchair, or if you've got strollers, you can roll right in. In the cars themselves, they have the chairs that flip up, and you can hang your bike there and secure it, and very easy to do. And we have a lot of riders that take their bikes. They'll ride their bikes to the station, and then get on the train, and then get to their job, and then come out with their bike, and then ride the rest of the way to their job.
I saw that also those seats flip up.
Yes, the next slide shows how we were playing around with the seats and
Yeah.
showing Henry how we get those seats go up and down, and they open up with a space for the wheelchairs, for the strollers. Easy to do, nice ride, air conditioning. It was very hot that
Oh,
day, and
yeah,
we were
yeah.
cool.
And also they're really clean.
They are
I like
clean.
that. And also the DART officials or whoever,
What do you call it? The transit police.
they check your ticket, so make sure you have
Yes.
it handy in your pocket, or because they'll ask for it.
Oh, yes.
And you just display it, and then they'll go on their merry way.
We did notice that transit police was on duty. We got checked 3 times on that trip. So that's for security. Make sure everybody's safe, and everybody has their passes, and very courteous. They were really there just checking passes for everybody. Okay, and the next one. Okay, the next slide is, where are we? We're at this is where I think we were taking the pictures. There's not a lot of people when we went because we're not at peak time.
Yeah.
Your peak time is between 7 and 9, and we were after 9 o'clock, so it wasn't really crowded. The times you're going to see the crowds are going to be during those peak hours in the morning and the peak hours in the afternoon, like 4 to 6. Then you're going to have a lot of people on the trains.
So you'll see a lot of activity there. Okay, I guess we can move forward to the next slide.
Okay, we're
There.
riding.
There we are. We're riding.
As you notice, we can stand up, and it's really, smooth. We're not fumbling around or falling all over the place.
They've got rails where you can hold on to.
Yes, you got the poles. You've got also these little loop things that you can hang on from the top. But I can't reach them; they're too high up. I always have to sit. Okay, and the next slide. Okay, here we are arriving, as you see through the doors, is Buckner Station. So we're getting to Buckner now at the end of the line.
We went to Buckner, and you can see on the next slide where it says Carrollton, because we came in on that rail that starts at Carrollton, Farmers Branch, and then it goes all the way.
It goes all the way down to Buckner, and then when it's returning, it'll say North Carrollton on it because that's the final destination going the opposite direction. So this is the train we're going to get back on that's going back to Farmers Branch where we started.
Also, we stopped at the fair.
Yes, right now
Fair Park?
Fair Park is on the Green Line, is one of the major stations that you can get off at the fair. It's Fair Park and this MLK station. Both of those stations you can get off and walk to the fair.
Which one is the busiest during the fair?
Fair Park, right at the front gates.
So you need to, is there one further down?
Yeah, then MLK. Then MLK comes to the side and is not as busy as the one. Everybody gets off at the first one, and because it's the main gates. So I suggest go to the side, MLK. It's a lot easier to go through there. Not as many crowds. Even returning, you don't have as many crowds. And talking about the fair, we've also got this is the Rider Insider that we use. We put out every season, and this has all the information on the fair.
Yeah, that's. This is the guide for the state fair, right?
Yeah, this is the Rider Insider. What it does is it gives you all kinds of information and about the entertainment in the city where DART can take you there. The ideal is that, people think of DART as, commute back and forth to work. This is one way to say it's more than just work. This is for entertainment as well. Go shopping, go to the restaurants, go to museums, and go to the fair.
Excellent. Also, Henry was displaying the vending machines, or they're called the
TVM machines, ticket vending machines. Yes, very simple. This is, you select your tickets. You can get your one-way pass, your day pass. You can get your monthly passes on there. So you can pay cash, or you can do a credit card or debit, and they're on all the stations. Easy to read is 1, 2, 3, and you got your pass.
You were saying that downtown you can buy the ticket for 30 days, and it starts the day that you want it to.
31-day pass it's called. It's a monthly.
If you buy it on the vending machine, you can't do that. It starts right there.
Yes.
But if you go downtown and you want it, you just tell them what day you want it.
To start.
And it'll go from there.
Right. So you can start in the middle of the month, and it'll give you 31 days. And you can do your 7-day pass there as well. So anything, and also you can buy your monthly passes at some of the grocery stores. And if you go to dart.org, you can see on there where they're listed all the stores, grocery stores where you can buy your monthly passes. And you can buy your monthly passes online as well.
Yeah.
The only thing you can't do online is the annual pass, because that's got a picture ID, and you'd have to buy those downtown.
So the annual pass, you do have to go downtown because they do they take a picture of you, and it shows your identification.
Yes. It's like an ID, and when you get on the train, when the fair inspector comes by, or transit police, all you do is show it, and they look at your picture, they look at the date, the year, because it's an annual pass. And then on the buses, all you do is slide it, because it has a little strip in the back. You slide it on the fare box.
Also, there's a lot of different buses, like local, express, suburban, crosstown. What are these services?
There's 3 types of passes. The local pass is the majority of riders use local because it's just the regular buses you see everywhere, and then you have the light rail, which is the red, the blue, the green, and the orange. That's the local pass. If you ride an express bus, that means one of these buses that go across town, like the Glen Heights, over in South Dallas or Southwest Dallas, you can get an express bus that'll go all the way HOV lane. It'll take you straight downtown without stopping. And we've just got a new express bus, the 208, that's going on the tollway from downtown all the way to the Northwest Plano Park and Ride. And that'll get you to those companies out in Legacy area. But that's an express, so that's a system pass.
Yeah.
And that also the system pass will get you on the Trinity Railway Express, that big commuter train you see at Union Station.
Yeah.
And that takes you to Centerport, which is off of 360, which is by the airport, DFW. Now the regional pass gives you everything. It means all the buses, all the express, gets you all the light rail, gets you the TRE, and also gets you all the services on the Fort Worth, the T, all their buses. And then it also gets you on rides on the DCTA, which is Denton's Transit Authority, and the A train that comes from Denton that connects with the Green Line at Trinity Mills Station.
How much would a regional pass cost, and compared to a local and the others in between?
A local, on a monthly pass, a local is $65 a month.
A month. Okay.
And then a system is $100 a month, and a regional is $120 for the month.
120 for a month.
And it's when you buy the pass, it's unlimited ridership. You ride as many times as you want. You can get off and on the train all day wherever you want to go with that pass for the whole month. So you can not only go to work on it, but you can go out to eat. You can go out to the movies. You can go to the Mavericks games. You can do all kinds of things with it. So it's unlimited ridership.
What I noticed too, that on the day pass at the rail stations, that pass means that you can ride with that ticket all day, right?
Yes. Till when you buy the pass, it's good till about 3 o'clock in the morning, and so it's unlimited all day. You can go everywhere.
What is the hours of DART in the morning through late?
When they start, usually our first train's like at 5 o'clock in the morning. Some buses that early. We shut down around midnight. So, if you have a job, that works late, it may not work for you. But most of the buses and the trains are coming back to their facilities by midnight, around midnight.
You also have a shuttle for handicap.
Oh, the paratransit services.
Yeah.
The paratransit services are for individuals who are disabled and can't use the rail or the buses, and so they apply to DART to qualify to use paratransit. And when they get that, approval, they get where they can make reservations with paratransit to come pick them up at their home and take them wherever they want to go. And it's not just doctor's appointments. They go to church. They go buy groceries. They go to the movies. They go visit family. Paratransit will come pick them up at their home and take them to their destination. Then pick them up and take them back.
So you for these services, do you have to call
Yeah, you would call and make a reservation. You'd
Okay.
call ahead of time, especially if you have an ongoing doctor's appointment. You can call and reserve your time.
Great. So we got all these brochures for the TRE,
Schedule.
the DART system. It's got the map
The
on
system
there,
map.
which just shows you where.
Where everything is that DART services.
And also we got the for the rail, the red, blue, green, and orange line
Pocket guide.
pocket guide, and how to ride, which I
Yes.
need very much.
If anybody's never ridden, the pocket guide is the way to go.
And we also got the one for the fair, which is
Yeah,
coming
the
up.
Rider Insider, yes.
The end of this September.
September 28th, the fair starts, and we're getting ready for all the riders coming into the stations. We're also getting ready for Texas OU Weekend. That's going to be October 13th, so we're already planning to get all our volunteers at the stations ready to, crowd control, getting everybody together for that.
So are you going to have late hours for the fair, or till it closes?
They close at 10 o'clock, so we'll
Okay.
still be running.
Okay.
Now, when American Airlines has a concert or a game, and they're running late, the train will run late. I mean, they will accommodate the concerts and events there.
Okay. We've covered a lot of useful information on DART. We also recommend that you go on their website and check out. It's got all this, everything that we've talked about is on that on their website. Is there a contact number where people can call for I don't know, information or anything?
The 214-979-1111 number, and all the information, like I said, if you go to the website,
Yeah.
has that information there, and all our materials has the DART.org and has the customer service number, and has even the transit police numbers, important numbers that you need to, if you want lost something, it's got the lost and found. How to contact us, as well as the website itself, because like I said, I'm I'm a sales account executive in marketing. I work with employers. So I work with employees to get discounted passes for their employees as a benefit.
Great.
And so even though you're seeing the what it costs on a daily or monthly or an annual basis, we can give discounts to employers for their employees, and then they can subsidize that amount for them as a benefit. They can also have an IRS tax deduction for that, because they get a benefit from the IRS, and any benefit we can get from the IRS, the better. So, I mean, the companies can get that as well.
Well, Josey, it's time to wrap up this hour of the DFW Business Hour. We do thank you for coming by our studio and giving us this great information on DART, and I recommend people they use the train, because I used it and I enjoyed it, and it's a nice ride. It takes you to all the great places around Dallas and Fort Worth.
And now you're going to the fair on it.
Yes, I'm going to ride it to the fair for sure. But y'all have a great day. We'll see you till next week.